So the biggest takeaway here in Austin is that you've just got to be around the right people. And so while these guys promote the event as one relationship away, it is really true that you are actually one handshake, one relationship, and one conversation away from the deal or the agreement or the relationship that could change your entire life. I mean, if you're on the fence or you think you don't have time or something like that, I think that you've got to really force yourself to make time for your success. I don't know anybody that I've ever met that is successful that doesn't create space or create time to invest in themselves and invest in relationships and invest in being around people that are in authority in the marketplace. And so create that time for yourself, make that time for yourself, because you are your best investment. And if you're not investing in yourself, then you can't possibly expect other people to invest in you. So make the commitment, and hopefully we'll see you at the next one. I think that community is really important, and there are a lot of masterminds and movements and events and conferences out there. But I think that as you navigate the entrepreneur space and the business world more, you start to realize who the true A players are. And I think that Kyle and Michael and Aaron are at the top tier of execution in the business space. And so if you really want to get deals done with people that have the track record, that have the experience, then you've got to look for rooms like this to get into. And so I think it's a great investment for your future. And I even say this to people that are on the outside of it, maybe are on the fence, that the Facebook group that comes along with the ticket to this event is so valuable, because I've watched people in the group go from a negative net worth to millions and millions and millions of dollars in net worth just based on being in that group. So I think that the cool thing about this event is that there's no fancy stage, there's no fancy lights, there's no smoke machines or big screens or wacky craziness. It's just focused on business, relationships, and bridging the gap from where you are to where you want to go. And so the hype and that kind of stuff is fun, but this is about business, and these guys are executioners. And I think that's what really separates them from a lot of the other masterminds and business events in the space, is that these guys are here to do deals, and you show up here to create the relationships that are going to get deals done. That's the main focus, and I think that's why the success rate of people in the audience is so high. When I first came to the event in Las Vegas at the beginning of the year in 2022, this is my third event now, and I've closed multiple deals with partnerships with speakers, members of the audience that have done business with me. We've both helped each other create more revenue, create more visibility for each other's businesses and brands, and I think it's just a testament to the quality of the people in the room. There are events with a lot of people in the room, and then there's events with a lot of qualified people in the room. And so while there may be a difference in the number of people, quality wins, in my opinion, over quantity. And the quality of this room is bar none, top of the line in the industry. So I think that when I came into the event, I had a startup mindset where I'm generating more revenue in my own business for my own personal brand. And what I've learned over the last year at the last few events, and now here being the last event of this year, is that it's time to start branching out and collaborating with people and investing in cash flowing businesses that are already generating the kind of revenue so that I can have passive streams of income long term, rather than just spinning the wheels and building my own business, which is still important to me, and I will continue to do that and be successful in that area. But diversifying and working with people that are already where I want to be at, those people can bring a ton of value to me at very little to no risk. And so I think that we don't know what we don't know until we're presented with that. And I think this has been an eye-opener for me personally. When it comes to relationships, I'm a big advocate of building a community and relationships in whatever space that you're in. And I don't know that there is a dollar sign that is associated with relationships that can help you. Being someone who does a lot of social media, people ask me, what's the ROI on that? Well, what is the ROI of not putting yourself out there? What is the loss of not putting yourself out there, not putting yourself in rooms, not creating opportunities and relationships? It's huge compared to the minor spend in dollars that it takes to get into these rooms and to sit at the table with people that are where you want to be at. So I would say, not taking the risk is riskier than actually buying a ticket and coming to something like this. I think that you lose more by not taking action than you do by spending a dollar amount on your credit card or your bank account or whatever. So that's how I would try and get people to understand the other side of it. What is the return on investment, or what's the dollar? What am I missing out on by not being in the room? Because I'm guaranteeing you that it's way higher than whatever you're going to spend to get in the room. I think that the one relationship away concept, again, is it's a nice strategic slogan, but it's also really true. For me personally, anybody who has seen me in this group knows that it was literally one handshake after one handshake that got me to the next level to even be in a room like this. And so I think it's very important for people to understand that slogan or guruism is cute, but it's also the truth. You are literally one handshake away from changing the entire trajectory of your career, of your life, of your future, of your business, of your family. And the more hands you shake, the more money you make. So you have to take the risks, and you have to take it upon yourself to make that investment in you to get to the next level. So don't sit out. Put yourself in the game, because this is an accepting community, a warm community. There's a lot of people that are looking to do their first deal, and those people 5 years from now are going to be in a completely different place than they are now, and those are the people that you want to be around.